Secure the bag, yeah, that's the brand, and we get to the bag. These private.
Yo, what's going on, family? It's your man Tay Sweat here once again with another STB Market Watch. Now, I know you've been wondering, hey man, where's Tay? Tay hadn't been making the market watches lately. What's going on? Well, it's been a long last, I'd say 5, 6 days, as we just had the challenge, right? And that's why I have this slide up here that you see, because I'm actually gonna give you just a little something that we did in the challenge. But the challenge was 5 total days, and I was teaching for like 2, 3 hours each day inside of the challenge. And the challenge was free. So I hope y'all showed up and you got to experience some of the sauce I got to drop, because we went over a lot and I really got to bring like some really good stuff that could help you. So that being said, I had to not only do the challenge, but I also still had to run STB. I still had to help with my other businesses and things like that. So I've been swamped. But we are back. We're back to it. I want to do what I can to make sure I'm showing up daily as usual, and doing these market watches. But today, what I want to talk about is the compound, right? How do you get to 5 million a year? That's what a lot of people were asking in the challenge, right? And I said, man, I'm going to have to teach this just on YouTube, because I think it could be helpful, right? Now, 5 million in a year, it's the pie in the sky number. I'll be honest, right? The pie in the sky number. And before we dive into it, I want to say this. I want to say two things actually. Number one, this is one of those. I think the saying is, "How do you eat an elephant?" And usually the answer is one bite at a time. Now, for those of you who know, yeah, I don't really subscribe to that because I'm plant based. I eat a plant based diet, but it's a good analogy to say, hey, that seems like such a big accomplishment. How do you get something like that done? One step, one bite at a time. And this is what a lot of people are missing. And I've seen people do this over and over again. I've seen students do this over and over again. And the reason why I'm wanting to share this is because if I can get you out of the mindset of, I got to get rich tomorrow, I got to hurry up and get there, and you just get more to a mindset of slow and steady wins the race, slow and steady, then you will be able to make almost whatever you want to make, as long as you don't get out of hand with your emotions and your greed. Okay. So before we get started, the second thing I want to talk about is, who am I and why do I do these market watches, right? My name is Tay Sweat. For those of you all who know, I've been, or don't know, excuse me, I've been trading stocks, futures, options, crypto. I mean, you name it. If it has a chart, I could trade it. And I've been doing it for a little over 10 years now. Um, I consider myself, this is self-proclaimed, but some people would give me this title. I consider myself a chart master. When I get on those charts, I can get pretty dangerous. And because of that, I wanted to bring some of the things that I see and that I'm able to do as a gift to you all via YouTube, right? That's exactly what I do this for. Once again, there are a lot of people who say the stock market doesn't work. There are a lot of people right now who are, in a tough time, and they're like, man, if I could just find something that can give me a little extra income, that'd be great. So that's why I'm here. That's what I aim to do. I just help those who, we call it a knickknack account, right? And I'll explain what that is a little bit later. But I wanted to be able to help those who want to do the type of knickknack like that. Right. So that being said, let's get into today's market watch. Now, once again, we will review the S&P 500. We'll go over that just to kind of see where things are going. I'll give you my take on where I see it moving, where I see it going. But before we get there, of course, like I said, I want to give you just a little snippet of what we talked about in the challenge. All right. Now, a lot of people are looking to really level up and get to $10,000 a month, because I think that'll be, for most people, that should take care of all your bills. That should be really great, right? 10,000 a month, that would cover most people's like bills, right? So they go, hey, how can I make 10K a month, right? Now, to realistically, if I'm being honest, to realistically be able to do this, you're going to need to at least expect no more than 10 to 30%. No more. 10 to 30% profit, right? So what we have to do is we have to reverse engineer this thing, okay? We're going to have to reverse engineer. What I mean by that is if you know that realistically, and some people may even say, man, that's not even realistic, but it's possible with trading. Investing, no, because the market goes up, down, up, down, up, down. But with trading in and out, yeah, 10%, 30% a month is realistic. It's something that can be done, right? And I'm not the only one who's doing it, right? So if we know that realistically, we need to look at 10 to 30% a month for such a big amount of money that we're trying to trade, then if you need 10K a month, you need to be trading with $35,000 minimum. Minimum. Now, that being said, the psychology of trading $35,000 is tough because usually if somebody's trading 35K, that's a large portion of their account. Usually that's all they have, or they only have maybe 100K. So they trade with like more than a fourth of their money. And what that does is it puts significant stress, anxiety. You're talking about your head pounding, your chest. Literally, your heart will be going crazy because you just entered a trade with a lot of money. And when you're trading options, you can potentially lose all of that, right? Now I say that because when psychology is that tough and you're trading with that heavy of an amount of money, um, honestly, your win rate is going to suffer. So if you were really great, I'm talking grade A1 trader, you may be able to pull 70% win rate, right? 70% win rate. So if you take 10 trades, you're going to make 70K profit, right? Okay, because 10 trades times, you're going to do your 30% of 35K, right? 30%, 35K should get you right there at about 10K, close to 10K. It's probably a little bit under 10K, but right at 10K, which for 7 wins or 70% win rate, yes, you can make 70K. But out of those 10 trades, you are going to lose 3 times. So let's say you just literally you go on a winning streak and all 7 wins come back to back to back to back to back. And then you get one bad loss, you lose 35K. And then you get on a losing streak and you lose 2 more times because, of course, you're a 70% win rate trader. So, with that being said, out of 10 trades, you got to lose 3. So, out of 10 trades, you end up losing pretty much everything. So, yeah, you made 70K, but at the end of the day, you lost 105K, which ends up basically making you a loser overall. You lost all of your money. The 35K you started with, you lost it all. And this is what I see mostly. People are aiming, they're shooting for the fence. Like they're literally, when you play baseball, they say, hey, you're swinging for the fences. It's because every time they swing at the ball, they're trying to hit a home run. And that usually makes you strike out more. They usually make you strike out more. And the same thing with trading. Okay. Now, there's something that on the other side of things that I taught, which is Einstein talked about compound interest, right? Um, Compound interest basically says that, hey, if you could take a penny and double it every day, would you take it? Or would you take $10,000 a day? And that's where I came up with this example, right? Because the way we trade, especially in the Discord, the way we trade is what we're doing is we're aiming to take the double a penny route, right? So I trade just a little bit, just a small amount of money, right? Just a small amount of money. So for example, if I got 35K, once again, we had 35K over here. If I have 35K with this example, I'm only going to trade literally $100, $500 just to start out, right? Just to start out until I can prove my concept, right? Just to start out. We start with $100. There's no pressure to meet a target. It's like, hey, if I win, cool. If not, hey, cool. It's $100. Some of us spend $100 on restaurants, shoes, makeup. I mean, literally, it's so many like crazy things we spend $100 on. It, it should not be a psychological hard thing to do because you already spent $100, right? So with that being said, we're going to take that same realistic 10 to 30%, but now what we're going to do is per trade. We're going to do 10 to 30% per trade because that's something that we see is possible. Why can't we do that over here, but we can't do that over here? Well, first of all, if you're going to be doing 10 to 30% per trade, you're probably going to be taking very, very, very risky type trades, meaning you might be taking a 1-2 day expiration date contract, right? So yeah, you can make 10 to 30%. That's how that works. Especially in a day. That's pretty doable. Um, Same thing on the other side, right? If I told you to put 35K into a 1 or 2 day expiration date, you'd lose your mind, right? And that's the differences here. So what I'm going to show you is that yes, we could go in 10 to 30% per trade is realistic. It's definitely something we can do. And not only that, there's no pressure to meet a target. There's no pressure to say, oh, I got to make 10K for my bills this month. No, I'm not aiming to make bill money. I'm just aiming to grow. And we call this a knickknack account where you just knickknack the market and you just take a little something out every day, right? And you're not going to win every day, but you just take some out as much as you can, pretty much. So, that being said, what we could do then is we could say, okay, there's no pressure to meet a target, right? There's only $100 at risk. And because you only have $100 at risk, guess what? The psychology makes it even easier. You're going to have a higher win rate because you're like, it's $100. This is as close as you can get to paper trading, right? Because think about it, most people can successfully paper trade. Why? Because it's not their money. It's like, whatever, it's paper trading. So you allow yourself to get out of the way and let the market do its thing until it hits your target. Well, when you're trading with such a small or significant or insignificant amount of money, it allows you to have that same psychology as paper trading. I'm telling you, this is the key. And I don't know if anybody's really teaching this stuff, but this is the key that has helped me, my family, my traders, right, who want to trade at least, shorter term. This is the key that's helped everybody that I teach. It's just going down to an insignificant amount of money and trading that. Okay. Now, what we can do here is we can see, hey, 85% win rate because the psychology makes it easier. We could take 100 trades. Okay. And within 100 trades, because you're going to win 85 of those trades and you're taking, let's just say 30%, right? 20 to 30%. What that's going to bring you is $2,500 profit. Okay. Now, a lot of you are going to say, man, sounds cool. Now, how about them losses? Well, guess what? If you win at 85% of the time, you're only losing 15% of the time, which means, guess what? The losses, although you're still going to lose 15 trades that you've put $100 in, guess what? You're still going to make a net $1,000, right? You're still going to make a net $1,000. This is a 1,000% profit because you started with 100 and you ended with 1,000. And what I try to teach everybody is that guess what? These percentages work no matter what number you plug into them. So if you got a lot of money, 100K, 200K, and you decide, hey, I'm just going to trade with $1,000. When you have 100K, $1,000 is nothing. So you're like, you know what? Let's trade with $1,000. So then what happens is you can have the same type of trading strategy with $1,000, and you can have the same psychology to say, hey, if I lose 1,000, it's like nothing, whatever, get out of here, right? But when you win and you take this same psychology, you make your 85 wins and you make your 15 losses, and you end up with 1,000% winner, then guess what? That 1,000 then turns into 10,000. That's how this works. So your $1,000 can turn into 10,000. I'm just giving you the raw numbers. There's a lot that plays into it. Yes, Psychology, yes. The ability to chart. Yes, the guidance. Maybe you need a team. Maybe you need guidance. That's actually why I started um, the Discord group. So you can have somebody, hey, here's a good when we give stock alerts in that Discord group, it's to say, hey, this looks good. Go check your charts. Let's join this. Let's look to get in. It's not blind, like, hey, go buy this. No. Hey, alert, just like any alert, text message, right? Hey, you just got a text message. Go check it. That's an alert. It's the same thing. Hey, here's a stock alert. Go check the chart. And then you can look to enter based on what you see on the chart, right? So that's why I created that Discord group, the paid Discord group, because we do aim to do like the knickknacking approach where we day trade. We give out those alerts day trading. Matter of fact, those of you who've been asking me about it, the link will be below in the description below. Make sure if you are not in there already, it's $50 a month, right? $50 a month, and maybe you bring you $200-300 a month to trade with. And what we're going to try to do is knick-knack our way there to get these same results, right? And once again, my traders over there, they are high class, top notch, and I'm over there too giving alerts just to let you know. But my traders over there, they're high class, they're doing their thing, and yes, we still lose. We're going to lose. That's part of the game. But because once again, we don't go too heavy, it does not bother us, right? Because it's a part of the game, right? So that being said, here's how it looks to really get your compounding going, right? So 100 trades per quarter is 9 trades a week. 9 trades a week. Goodness gracious. 9 trades a week. That's it. 9 trades a week. And guess what? If you're too busy, maybe you do 9 trades a month. So I'll break that down how that looks. But 9 trades a week, if we 10x, basically the money every 3 months, because 9 trades, or excuse me, 100 trades basically gets us that 100 trades a quarter, right? So basically that's 10x in your money every quarter. So 100 trades, if we do 100 trades, 10x our money per every 100 trades we take, that's 3 months. That means the breakdown looks like this. Q1, you go from $100 to 1,000. Quarter 2, if you just take that 1,000 and plug it in over here, you go from 1,000 to $10,000. Quarter 3, you go from 10,000 to 100,000. And this is where it gets hard. This is where it gets really, 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 really tough, right? Because at this point, and I'll be honest with you, I got to be totally transparent. If you got to this point, you should not be trading $100,000. Like none of your positions should be that big. I just be totally honest with you. But I'm just giving the numbers of the breakdown. If you just continue this, which means you could make essentially $1 million in a year. But I'm going to be totally transparent, totally honest. Like I said, if you do this and you go to 1,000, you get to 10,000, I would not want you trading $10,000 because guess what? You started with 100. Your psychology is not going to be ready to trade $10,000 because that's probably all you have, right? So what I would personally suggest is to go here, get you 1,000, trade here. You could still trade $1,000 and get to 10K by quarter 2. And what I personally would do, watch this. What I would personally do is I'd knock these off and I'd do this. I'd continue to trade that same $1,000. I'd continue to trade that same $1,000, right? And maybe every quarter I'd add to it, right? So I made 10K, cool. Next quarter, let's trade the same 1,000. Make another 10K. So now I'm up pretty much like 20. We'll just say 20 because I still got that same 1,000 I made from back here. So I'm up about $19,000, $20,000. Okay, cool. What I do is I just simply break that thing down again. And I go, okay, I think we're getting there. Let's go 2. Let's go 2, right? Boom. So Q4, boom, 20,000. right? And the reason why I'm doing this is because your psychology should still be there to be able to do this because you're only trading $20,000. You got 20K that you made, right? So as we go Q5. I'd add another 1,000 because I'm making money now, right? And then boom, every quarter starts going up. And because you are going up, your psychology starts playing. Really like you'll really be thankful for this, right? So what would happen is you would make 10K, another 10K, so that's 20, right? Or we'll just say 19 because we're going to give 1,000 to here. So 20, but you're going to put 1,000 into this next quarter right here, right? So 19,000, trade that 2,000. So in Q4, you're going to make another 20K and add the 19,000 to that. So now you're looking at almost 40K, right? Then what you're going to do is add another 1,000 to that. So now you're looking at 30,000 coming in. You're going to add that to the damn near 40K that you had. So within about a year, you turned $100 into 70K. This is the breakdown of how I would like to see it play out. Okay. Because once again, you still not trading with so much money that it's tough. Like, man, I'm scared. What if I lose this $3,000? Well, you started with 100 and you sitting, I mean, by the time you're trading 3,000, you're sitting on like 60K. If you do it right, you're sitting on 60K pretty much, right? So losing $3,000 still won't be scared to you. You won't be scared. It won't be scary to you to say, hey, let me put 3K into a two day, 3 day expiration date. My charting is on point. I have the team inside of the STB chat. I got the team really like helping me out. Like everybody seems to see what I see. Brian inside of the STB Discord, Eon, Tay, they saying the same things I see. Okay, cool. I think I'm pretty good on that. That's why I built this community. Okay. So once again, this is how it's done. Okay. This is how it's done. This is how you trade from, taking it from a little to a lot. This is how you do it. Okay. So with that being said, please, 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 please be very, very, very patient. Be very patient. The average person watching this should not be trading more than $100, $200. If you got 50, $100,000, okay, cool. Maybe trade 500 to 1,000. Something that is not life changing, something that is not like life altering. Like, oh my God, I lost $1,000. Okay, not bad. Oh my God, I lost 500. Okay, not bad. But when you put your life savings into this, you're mortgaging your house, trying to day trade, short term trade, that's not smart, right? The bigger amounts of money should be going into longer term shares, investing, things like that, less risky things. Okay. So please, please, please take heed to this. Once again, if you have not joined that SCB Discord, I'm telling you, you want to be in there. You want to be in there because it's just $50 a month. And that's exactly what we're doing is we're knickknacking our accounts. That's it. We go in, we find stuff that's, $100, $300, $500 per contract. And then we aim to just knickknack it, knickknack it, knickknack it. That's what we do. All right. So that being said, market is open. Let's take it over to the charts. Let's see what we got going on here. This is definitely looking like a reversal pattern. I'll be honest with you. Um, right now, take that. Yeah, right now we're bearish. Um, we could probably see a move up to here and then maybe a smack back down. But if it holds, we may move back up a little bit more. But let me see what kind of count we have here. Let's see. I like this area. Just looking here, looks like 1, 2. Yeah, this was pretty much like 1 of 3, 2, 3, 3 of 3, 4 of 3, 5 of 3. Uh, that could have been the count, or what it could have been is that might have been a whole wave three. One, two, maybe like three up in there. Four. That can't be it, actually. No, that can't be it. Your three would be too small on that one. That would have to be three, and that pullback wasn't enough of a pullback for me. So yeah, I like, although I had to review it. One, two, three, or one of three, two of three. Like I said, maybe like three of three, four of three, five of three. Um, this looks like wave four. So I'd like to see actually continue move higher. That's what I'd like to see. Now we have definitely made a reversal pattern, and I mean it does look like we need to come down here, close the gap, but we're gonna have to wait. We're gonna have to wait. I am bullish. I am bullish. This looks bullish to me. Although, like I said, um, and when I say I'm bullish, I'm talking like very short term, maybe over the next few days, right? But this definitely looks bullish to me. So for me, I'd be looking to take this thing a little bit higher, maybe even potentially to maybe to close this gap, or actually maybe just to we got some other stuff up here that needs to get closed. Just kind of looking back at the charts. So for me, I'd like to see this thing come out. If we can switch market structure here, that'd be great. That'd let me know what's up. But yeah, I'm going to need that market structure to hold, because we may take it from here to here and still may not be enough to get us where we need to go. So once again, I am definitely looking to get this thing back up. If we bring up MA here and go to a larger time frame, we are still wildly bullish. Still wildly, as far as the EMAs are concerned, I'll say that, right? Still wildly bullish. Not only that, if I really, really had to pick out a trend line, something like that would be it, where it's just kind of hitting that. But yeah, so maybe we come down to like 40, or excuse me, 428, maybe. But let me take this off the daily. But if we're day trading, I think we got room for a bounce. But I would like to see it come down a little bit more to touch this area, just a little bit more. So like I said, I'd like 40, or excuse me, I want to say 4,200, but I like 429 for a bounce maybe. We go down deeper into the 5-minute chart. Let's see what we got down here. Yeah, this looks bullish. We gapped up. We're taking out market structure. I like it. I like it. Where could we go? That's really going to just be dependent on if we can get above some of these other indicators, because we got a lot of resistance above our heads. Okay. But yeah, like I said, it looks bullish. I like it. We're definitely taking out some market structure, or we're overtaking the market structure, especially if we close above here. That would really show me what's going on here. So for me, I look to get in, and as a matter of fact, I may go put an alert. I may put an alert in the Discord, and just say, hey, look for this. I think we got a price target that we could be looking for. There's a few actually. There's a few price targets. So I'll do some assessment on this, and yeah, I'll see y'all in the paid Discord. I'll be throwing out a little something today. So yeah, other than that, this has been another great STB market watch. I hope it makes sense. I hope I'm showing my newbies and people who've been trading for a while, maybe just not successfully yet. I'm hoping that I'm showing you something that could be very beneficial and helpful to you. So come on in, get started, put in the work, and hey, I'll see you at the top. Talk soon.
Secure the bag, yeah, that's the brand, and we get to the bag. These